Hello, my name is Darius Morris. Today I'll be talking about the circular flow diagram. And so on one side of the circular flow diagram we have households, which is where people live. It's the people pretty much. And on the right side we have business. And so usually households, they have productive resources, which is land, labor, capital. And usually those productive resources are they themselves because they're going to be providing like the resources for the business. Those go into the factor market and then they become resources, which again are land, labor, or capital. And it's usually going to be labor. Sometimes it'll also be human capital, which is education. And businesses in return provide wages and interest, net profit or rent, and which goes into the factor market and becomes income for the households. So the households, the people they work, they give their resources to the business, and in return they receive income. Going to the product market, the households put their expenditures to the product market, and the businesses generate revenue. Expenditures are what people buy, and going to the product market, it turns into revenue, which is the money that the business receives. And the business in return puts goods and services into the product market, which turns into products for the household. And so I'm going to show you guys an example on the back of this paper. And so we have Jeff at Walmart. He is paying $1 to get a candy bar. And then we're going over Walmart receiving money from all their sales, as you can see. And let's see, Mrs. Ann has a paycheck in her hand that she's going to be paying Mr. Ross with. And now Mr. Ross is going to use that money to go spend at Mellow Mushroom. And Mellow Mushroom has provided a good. They made pizza, the good's the pizza, and Mr. Ross is eating it. Mellow Mushroom receives Mr. Ross's money and everyone else's money, which is pretty much the revenue. And they use that revenue in order to pay the government taxes, which is another part of the circular flow diagram. So the government uses that money to pay for schools, to build schools. And so they're paying for the labor resources, which is the construction workers. And the construction workers build the school right here. And the school has Mr. Daniels as the principal. He provides a service as to he is looking for the most fit person to hire to become a teacher to teach at Rockdale County High School. And these are productive resources, right? The people on the left. And then, as you can see, Mr. Daniels receives his paycheck for doing his work. It goes back around. And basically, it follows one cycle, which is spending / your expenditures, production, and income. Thank you for watching, and that is all.